Hey, Moose. So, today we're going to set the timing on that car there. It's been something I've been getting a lot of questions on lately, and I figure it's about time to do a video on it. So what you're going to need is a timing light, preferably one that you can adjust the timing with the light. It's going to make a huge difference. Because then, instead of shooting the light down at the crank, and some of these don't even have timing covers, we can shoot it right at the cams instead. So, easy enough to set up. What you want to do this is you're going to want the car fully warmed, which this is pretty warm. And then your timing. And if you have Ecmlink, which most of the people who are going to be watching this video are going to, you're going to want to have that hooked up as well, because that's going to make things way easier than grounding the timing light. Now, I guess I should explain as I'm doing this. The plug, there is a direction to the spark wire, to the clamp here, and it goes to the number one plug. The second thing is we're going to grab a power and a ground. Usually I like to grab the power from the alternator, but that's not looking like it's going to be a great option. So we'll run across to the passenger bay and hit where the battery would hook up. Or we can hit right here. So it's not great. Positive, ground, and plug that in, make sure it works. One little tip I would like to mention is that if you have coil-on plugs, it's much easier to take an old junk spark plug wire, and you can take the coil and plug it right onto here, and then plug this onto your spark plug, and then you have a place for the clamp to clamp for the timing light. I usually take old junk ones that I have laying around. This one was off my car, and I'll set those up. So once you do that, this car doesn't roll the windows down, but we'll grab the Ecmlink, and usually I like to have it out. And we'll have it logging here. And we will also set that up in a minute. Need to make sure we have two, looks like these are 13s. Normally they're a 14 or a 12, but in this case looks like they're 13 millimeters. Okay. I'll also take this and maybe this as well. So with this, before we get too crazy, sometimes the cam gears don't have good marks on them. So you'll put the engine at top dead center, and we're going to mark. In this case, we do have good marks. So these two here, those look pretty good, and they're visible. So we don't have to paint on them, which sometimes I do on some vehicles, depending. And it doesn't matter if your cams are degreed or not. That is what it is. You just want to make sure that these two face each other. And that's what we're going to be going off of when it comes to timing the engine. So we'll start here. Oh, dang it. Doesn't work. This is a 13, so I'll crack that loose. and we'll get this ready, but we don't have to have it super loose. Just loose enough. Oh, come on. That really sucks. See how tight this thing is. Oh, it's pretty tight. That's no bueno. Oh, that really sucks. We're gonna have to modify something for that. Well, all right. Made a custom socket to make that one work. Slid in just so perfectly. That would block on just like that. Oh well. Alright, so now that we can move this, that's what we want to make sure is that this is, we can spin it, because that's how we're going to set our timing. And if you can lock it up just a little bit, keep it from drifting while it's moving, makes it a little bit easier. Alright, so we'll get the car started, but I'll explain a little bit as I'm doing it here. What we'll end up doing is starting a stream, and then we're going to go into Live Ecmlink miscellaneous tab, and we're going to ground the timing connector to the ECU. So we'll start the car, do that, lock the timing, and then verify that our timing light flashes. Sometimes you have to wiggle this a little bit. To get it to work. There we go. Alright, so we got a light on here. We'll ground the timing connector, which might drop the idle, but we're not going to worry about that. Alright, so that dropped pretty far. So now we set our adjustable timing at 5 degrees, and we can tell that these lines are not lining up. So we're going to advance the timing. We're going to adjust this cam angle sensor until these lines line up. Because this locks the timing at 5 degrees before top dead center, we're setting this light, so it should be firing at top dead center. Pretty close. That looks pretty good to me. Then we can unground it. I always like to lock this up before I shut everything off. That way I can verify it once everything's tight. Sometimes things shift around a little bit. We'll just snug this one up for now. Ground that timing timing connector once more, 5 degrees. Looks good to me. We'll uncheck that. We're finished tightening those up. And timing is set. Now you can pull everything off, and you know that your base timing is set properly.